All right, my friends, I'm sorry for the poor lighting, but we have been having some real issues recently with time management, and we're just going to have to go through these cards late in the day. So, I got a whole bunch of cards in, and I thought I would just go through them on camera because I wanted to make sure that they're all pristine. You know, we can't be buying near mint cards for our collection if they're not actually minty, and they tend to come in really nasty ratty sleeves, so because people tend to use garbage sleeves when they're selling cards. So I'm going through making sure that there's no scuffs or issues or scum that needs to be cleaned off, things that need to be dealt with, and putting them in some cleaner sleeves so that we can process them properly, put them into inners, put them into dragon shields. Is that? Okay, yeah, that was just something a little bit sticking to the card. So this first group of cards is from the Drakai of Cardboard on Discord. Connor, he's a good guy. He'll sell you some cards if you ask him to. We got some pretty good stuff from him. You guys just saw the main event, or the main events, really. The sigil, foil first edition red sigil, which is worth quite a pretty penny at this point, and is only going to be going up from here because it is an absolute staple of Blitz. Blessing of Deliverance. Red, I love these pink. Welcome to Wrath, or Welcome to Wraith cards. That one's got a bit of a roller line on it. I feel like Guardian cards got hit with the roller line a whole lot, man. It's kind of crazy, the differences between some of the classes. I feel like I see a lot of ink splatter from the white ink dots. Excuse me. Oh, man. Excuse me. Yeah, the white ink dots that the card printers use to sort of like calibrate where they are and cut the lines and stuff. I feel like there's been a lot of like white splatter and dots on a lot of my Brute cards compared to other cards. I don't know, it's just been pretty interesting to see some of the weird differences. But yes, we got a handful of nice foil rares from Connor. They're all in totally minty condition. Got a red sigil, which is, as I was saying before I started sneezing, it's an absolute staple in Blitz. It's a really, really powerful card. And here we have Benji, our buddy Benji. Minty, minty Benji. Yeah, look at that. That is a nice card. That is a nice card, isn't it? Benji the Piercing Wind. I like Benji. I want to mess with him, but frankly, there's a whole lot of things, a whole lot of characters that I'm trying to learn and mess with, and I don't know when I'm going to get around to playing with Benji. And then this is probably the most expensive. I mean, it's definitely the most expensive card here. It's more expensive than Benji by a good bit. Good margin. You could probably get Benji for like half as much as this card, and this thing is minty. Oh my gosh, love that. Love to see it. You really love to see a nice minty card like that. So thank you very much, Connor, Drakai of Cardboard. All right, this next order was just a single card, and I got it from TCG Player. I'm not sure who the seller was. I'm really sorry. I forgot your name. I'll try and include you in the comments. Honestly, it's because his name was like hard to remember. It was some, you know, it's like his gamer tag or something. Maybe I don't know, or maybe it's just a reference I don't understand. But okay, so he's got it in a. Oh, it's one of those sleeves that you have to like pull the flap out. I don't really like these sleeves. It's not that they're not an incredible idea and something that like I thought of myself when I was a kid and like always wondered why it didn't exist. It's just that from the moment I've seen them, I've always known they take so much time to deal with. And it is not worth the amount of time it takes. So here we have a nice near mint Arknight Ascendancy. This is a nice minty card. I didn't check the backs of all those other cards. I'll check the backs of the sigil and the Benji right now. That Arknight Ascendancy looks pretty good. Oh, the Benji has a nick. Oh, that's very sad. Well, whatever. The sigil is really good. Look, it has a little bit of a chewed corners, but that's like so common on the Welcome to Wrath cards. And I think that's actually exactly what happened on this card too. Maybe I can get this replaced with my Shyana. I don't know. We could see. We could see. But yeah, there was a Shyana that was slightly damaged that I was going to get replaced. So this next order is also from TCG Player. Consists of 3 cards and is from Time Twister Games. I do remember the name of this guy because I know him from the Discord, from eBay, and now from TCG Player. This card looks pretty good. I think all things considered, we got a good price on it. It looks good. I'm happy with that. So we have our second 3 of a kind, which also looks quite pristine. A little bit of a chewed corners on the top again. That happens though with these Welcome to Wrath and Arcane Rising cards. I wonder if we could, if like you could have got them replaced if you had joined. It's almost a little bit of whitening on the bottom there, a little bit of something going on, but I'm gonna take it because it's a $35 card, and I'm probably going to just try to get another one and trade this one on if I'm still unhappy with that white border, with that whitening on the border at the bottom. And so this last card, what do you think it is, guys? If you would guess that it's a third 3 of a kind, I wouldn't blame you, but nope, it's the most expensive card we'll be looking at today by a long shot. Sorry if that spoils the rest of the video for you, but I would not worry because the rest of the video has some real juicy stuff in it, or I would not have left it for last. Oh, wow. That is, oh my gosh, that is a pristine Art of War. Holy crap. Wow, that thing is beautiful. Wow, that card is amazing. I need to buy myself a couple more of these. Whoa. I'm gonna drop it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh no. There's something on the back. No. Is that like adhesive? What is that? It's some sort of surface scum, for sure. You guys can see it in the camera right there. And I know that like fainter hearts than me would be like, oh my gosh, it's ruined and want to return it. But this card is so pristine, and that is clearly just some like gunk on the surface. I'm going to clean that off, actually, is what I'm going to do. With a microfiber cloth and the greatest of care. But so, this is a big old package from our buddies at, oh man, what is the website called? Fable Cards? Maybe? I want to say it's Fable Cards. Oh man, I'll put them in the description for sure. They're a great website. It might be Fabled. Oh man, it's Fabled something. I bet if you just went on Google and typed in like Fabled Singles or something like that, it would come up, which is probably what he's going for. You know, people to get his website when they pick up some, when they're searching up some certain terms. So we've got a pair of minty blackout kicks. Nice, very nice. Blue blackout kicks. I love the art of this card. I've seen some people on the Discord saying that it's too much, but I think those people are silly and don't really understand the inspiration behind Ninja, basically. Like, it's very anime, and I absolutely love it. Well, it's not even just anime. It's like, it's very kung fu movie. You know what I mean? It's very awful kung fu movie from the 80s for somebody to like get their head just kicked clean off. It makes me think of like that parody kung fu movie, Kung Pao Enter the Fist. I don't know. It's a very awful 90s reference. But it was like a 90s parody of bad kung fu movies. So we've got ourselves some rune chants. Oh, right. Rune chants come in different colors. I always forget. There's like 6 different variants of rune chant. So I'm going to have to see. Oh, man. I'm going to have to see all the different colors of rune chant that I have at some point and figure that out. I mean, those two are clearly different colors. Are these two the same? I think so. I don't know. Putting them in the sleeves made it harder to tell. These two are the same. I think these 3 are the same, and these 3 are the same, and these 2 are the same. I don't know. This one could be different. And you guys are looking on the camera, so it's like really difficult for you. You guys can't even tell what the heck I'm looking at because you guys just see the shifting rainbow colors. But yeah, so we got 5 rune chant tokens, a pair of seismic surge. Oh, that one's real scratched. That's okay. I think I have 1 seismic surge token, so now I'll have 2, and I'll trade that one on. Because that one is real scratched up on the top. This one is very pristine. I like it. I like it. I like it. These rune chants look amazing. We got a pair of quickens. He was like raising the price on these tokens like while I was trying to like make my order. He like added $1 to the cost of my order, I think, by raising the price of 2 of the tokens, and I wouldn't be surprised if he raised the price of his tokens even further after this. I mean, I think I bought all the rune chant tokens he had left. He didn't raise the price on those, but he raised the price on the quickens, and I think the Zen State too, which is probably a good idea because like Quicken is a really cool looking token, and it's probably the most used, and I didn't have any of it in foil, So I'm really glad to be getting a pair. This one's a little bit of surface wear on it. It's not as good. Excuse me. Well, that one is absolutely pristine. Zen State, I have a single Zen State that's like absolutely pristine. And I'll be frank, I wouldn't have bought two of these if I wasn't A, afraid that one of them wouldn't be absolutely minty, and B, sort of speculating on this card because this card got printed as a rare. I have a feeling foil Zen State might actually be a big deal in the future. I think I said it in my CRU video where I pulled it, but I don't know if I uploaded that yet or not. But I would not be surprised if this was like a $5 to $10 card in the future. Just saying. Lunging Press. This is an interesting card. Springboard Somersault and Lunging Press are only found in non-foil in the hero decks. They're not in packs at all as non-foil. And then as foils, they're in CRU. And as a result, there's really not a lot of them to go around. I mean, it's not that there's not a lot of them to go around, but there's people who need Lunging Press and Springboard Somersault and only really have the option to buy the foils. And also, the foils are from CRU, which is not getting an unlimited reprint soon enough. And I don't know, they're in this weird spot where like Lunging Press is like a $4 to $5 card, and Springboard Somersault is like, it's hard to find people who'll even sell it because it's such a played card. It's in a lot of decks. So this pack is the juicier of the two packs that is coming from Fabled. Here we have a whole bunch of goodies. Alright, so I'm just going to start with alright. I'm gonna put these off screen. Alright. So we have a Data Doll Mark II in foil. And a Cavdane. Oh my gosh. Alright. The Data Doll looks really good. Man, look at that card. I'm sorry, I haven't been making sure that the video stays in focus this whole time. I really hope most of these cards have been in focus, because they are really good looking cards. I'm not used to this whole YouTube thing yet. I'll get much better at it, I promise. We've got Cavdane. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Come on now. There we go. Look at him with his crazy art. I love him. Alright. So, I really want to get into Cavdane as a character. I really want to play him. I really want to try him out. See how he plays as like a control character, basically. Whoa. Alright, so we have two Mandible Claws in cold foil, both of which look pristine. The right and the left, as we should have. All right. Sorry about that. I think that cold foils are such an incredible thing. I mean, from what I understand, they were originally sort of like a plan by Wizards of the Coast and Cardamundi to like make cards that wouldn't curl, foil cards that wouldn't curl over time. And from what I understand, it was basically something that they worked on for a really long time, and then it became too expensive. But oh my gosh, the aesthetic of it. Look at that. It's so hard to get in the camera, but like the texture on that card is amazing. The foiling looks so good. The lighting isn't great, but I'm going to do like a full video of my collection at some point, and we'll go over some of the cold foils. Maybe I'll do that like after the channel has some interaction. I can ask people what cold foils they even want to see. But cold foils are incredible. They're such an incredible idea. From what I understand, it was originally supposed to be functional and basically got turned into a an aesthetic choice. Look at that. Oh man, look at that. It looks so good. Oh man, I love these cards. So we've had Talishar, Aether Conduit, Mandible Claws. We've got a red liner. That red liner has awful centering. Woo-wee, the centering on that red liner is bad. We have, here, I'm actually going to put Data Doll and Cavdane out so they can join in on the fun. We'll bring Benji down here too. We've got a Reaping Blade. Looks to be pristine. Slightly better centering than that. Red liner as well. Still some more cold foils. All right, we've got Centauri Saber. Both sides. Both cards looking to be absolutely pristine. Look at that. That one looks pretty amazing on the camera. You can really see how these cards, man, they look great. You can see only the part of the art that has the foil, that has the weapon on it, is foiled, and the border. The back of the art, the background of the art, is not foiled at all, and still sort of pops with that saturated color. It doesn't get muted the way that rainbow foils get. I mean, you know, if you look at like a rainbow foil or a regular foil of a card in another card game next to a non-foil, you can always see that the art of the non-foils is a little bit more saturated. It's like the ink is... The overall art becomes less muted by the foiling effect. And cold foils don't mute the art that same way because the background is amazing looking and not foiled. And then only the weapon is foiled. So you end up with this incredible looking card that cameras and pictures just do not do justice to. And there's this weird texture on the surface too. I feel like cold foil cards could be like really difficult to keep in good condition over time, possibly because of that. So we've got a Sledge of Anvilheim, Guardian Weapon. We've got excuse me, a Plasma Barrel Shot, the Aggro Weapon for Mech, which looks to be in pristine condition. These cards are all in great condition. I'm really glad that I didn't get like some dented, messed up cold foils. Some of my cold foils have not been the best from some people. I feel like our buddy, one of our buddies in New Zealand might be a little more interested in giving good cards to the New Zealandites. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Skullhorn. Majestic Brute equip. Honestly, this one looks so good in real life and so bad on the camera. It's really hard to tell on the camera what's going on. Oh, there. Yeah, you can sort of tell what's going on right there with that lighting. But you see what's going on there, man? This looks so good in real life. When the color, because there's color, a lot of color in that cold foil. That's hard to see if I just like do this. Man. Encourage a blade hold. Oh man. This is like the second most expensive card that we've got here, and probably the card I was looking forward to the most, honestly. Although Art of War is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I am really surprised at how much I liked Art of War. This Courage of Bladehold has something on the bottom. Please be surface scum. Oh no, I think it's actually a mark. You see that white mark there? You guys can barely see it. It's the sort of thing that'll drive me insane though. Focus. You guys can't really see it. There it is. You see it? That white dot. But anyway, Courage of Bladehold. An amazing looking card. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. Just stunning. Stunning card. It's like Tectonic Plate. Not as good as Tectonic Plate, but it's one of these chest plates that just really, really does well with the cold foiling. Alright, and now I believe we have only 2 cards left. It's been a long video. Those of you who've stuck around and looked at all these pretty cold foils and rainbow foils with me, thanks for sticking around, giving me a reason to talk to myself. Here's Kaio the Berserker Runt. He is a complete boss. Look at him. Wow. He'll kill you in 1 turn. In Blitz anyway, which is where you play him. 20 health, you know, smack you for 20. Boom, boom, done. And with that, I have every single rainbow foil hero and hero variant. I have every cold foil hero and hero variant too, except for cold foil Ira, which is something that has only just started being handed out at the filming of this video. So we'll see about getting a cold foil Ira. And then we have a Crater Fist, which is in absolutely pristine condition. And now with this Crater Fist, as soon as I've got another like 2 cold foils that are on their way in the mail, I can say that I have every single cold foil in the entire game. So, yeah, this was quite the mail day. We had Arknight Ascendancy, 2 3-of-a-kinds, Art of War, a whole bunch of awesome rares, including red sigils, red breakneck battery, stuff like that. 4 rainbow foil heroes, including Cavdane and Data Doll. Oh my gosh. And then, obviously we got some tokens. Crater Fist, Courage of Bladehold, Skullhorn, Plasma Barrel Shot, Sledge, Centauri, Reaping Blade, Redliner, Aether Conduit, Talishar, Mandible. Woo! What a mail day. I might do 1 or 2 more videos like this before my full collection video that I'm going to do in a little while when I actually get my binders all squared away. Thanks for watching.